Alright lads, so the end of month banner for the month of June has officially been announced. New swimsuit characters. Yes sir, I'm here for it. Let's see who the new characters are going to be. No trailer this time around, probably because they're saving it for another banner if you saw the leaks. But swimsuits and summons, here we go. Here are the characters going to be, and it is going to be Masaki, Yoruichi, and Liltotto. Yo, this is kind of a... Damn, the more I look at you, damn, hello, good golly gracious, Masaki, Yoruichi, and Liltotto, they are going out with an absolute bang with this banner. Masaki finally receiving her first seasonal character, Yoruichi finally getting a character in over like 2 years, damn. We called that though, we were saying they have to do a Yoruichi this year, and Liltotto, I mean, we haven't seen the full artwork yet, but her swimsuit looks kind of cute, I guess. No Giselle though. So I'm pretty excited for this. I like all three characters, more so Yoruichi. Like you're getting let's not try too hard to be simpy over here, but what we are getting is a speed story killer. So Yoruichi is going to be the limit breaker character of the month, and I think we were supposed to be due a Technique Squad 0 character, but apparently that doesn't seem to be the case because there's no Technique character here. But hey, if Yoruichi is going to be the best character of the banner, I'm here for it. So range, strong attack. Damn! Let me take off the glasses, hold on. That's kind of crazy. Yoruichi, Drain plus on everything. Now, Drain as a stat summon isn't that great, but I am assuming she's going to be given Poise Break, which she is given, to be fair here. But she has Super Killer plus, Frenzy plus 3 in Guild Quest, but she has the massive Spiritual Pressure boost on Self for the EX move. That is the EX move that, you know, end of year, full bring Bankai Ichigo has. Now, unfortunately, she was given Frenzy plus 3 in Guild Quest. I would have preferred maybe she was just given more damage skills to, you know, compensate. Similar to, you know, Giselle, the Magic Society version. But again, not that big of a deal. Especially now, to be fair, that she does have the massive Spiritual Pressure boost. I'm wondering if it's going to be a nerfed version of the EX skill, because that's kind of crazy for a non-end of year and anniversary character to be given this EX move. It's actually really good, and it's what makes Kenpachi and Ichigo one of the best characters in the game. So for her to get that is kind of crazy. Does it say it is nerfed? Okay, I was about to say, there's no way it isn't. So it's a 50% increase instead of a 100% increase. So not nearly as good as Kenpachi and also end of year Ichigo, but regardless, as far as EX moves are concerned, it still is one of the better ones. And at the very least though, this could potentially open the door for more characters to get an EX move like this, because right now it is really just reserved for end of year and anniversary units, because it's that good of an EX move. Regardless though, man, I am super excited to be getting another Yoruichi after such a long time, especially now there is a 1000-year bundle design, so you definitely do see that in the hair. And again, Super Killer Plus is actually pretty good to have. So recharge 14. Looking at the damage numbers here. What? Why a 70% devastation? If this means she could potentially one-shot on her Soul Bomb at 1 out of 5, I'm here for it. Especially with the EX boost, you might be able to do that. So this could potentially work out, but that's very weird what they've done here. So Frenzy plus 3, you have, and no Berserker. No Berserker built in, but she does have 20% full stamina here at the top, so it's not too bad. But Frenzy plus 3, more damage to drained enemies at 40%. She has the increased Statism enchant. With Frenzy 3, you're gonna, you know, inflict Statisms non-stop. And then you also do have the 80% Spiritual Pressure boost. But no built-in Berserker, no super high Berserker at all, but at least she does have the 20% here. So, you know, first reaction is like, okay, damn, they didn't give her any Berserker, and instead give her 70% devastation. But right now, to be fair, you know, in gameplay aspects, especially when she activates her EX move, she's likely going to be able to do a lot of strong attack damage anyway on her strong attack, so you don't have to really worry about her not doing enough damage. So I guess the extra devastation, if that does help her one-shot with the Soul Bomb, because right now for characters like this, especially as someone that doesn't have any, you know, paralysis or freeze, for example, characters at 1 out of 5, when you use your Soul Bomb, it just splits up the enemies and makes the run significantly awkward. So she can one-shot with the Soul Bomb, with the EX move, and that extra 70% devastation, 40% more damage to drained enemies, and the Spiritual Pressure boost. That'll be really good to see. Regardless though, I could probably care less. I'm finally excited that we are getting another Yoruichi. So scrolling down, in a very funny situation, Liltotto has received her second character in-game, and it's her second seasonal. She's yet to get a canon character. And it looks like in this case, Liltotto is going to be the farming character of the banner. Also a really good team supporter for heart characters, similar to what we saw with Urudu in the middle of the month for May. So melee strong attack character, all attacks can inflict weakening, plus mind, elixir potion +5, and 17% extra droplets as a soul trait. A pretty good soul trait to have, right? And then with that, she also does have 10 elixir potions. So our first 15 plus elixir farmer. Elixir farmers for most people, not really that big of a deal, but they are getting better, now offering more value. And it's not only just that too, because Naruto is also offering 30% more droplets on top of the extra 17% through the soul trait, and also super elixir potions. So right now, this looks to be the best farmer in the entire game in terms of value, right? In terms of killer though, she is a hollow heart character, so that's kind of cool to see. And in terms of skills, what we are seeing here is Frenzy +2, a 50% berserker. Interestingly enough though, no 80% sport pressure boost. That is kind of shocking to see, but ultimately not needed anywhere. Like realistically, characters like this, you more so care about the value they're going to bring to your account and not so much how fast they're going to clear. But she'll likely clear the content fine anyway. If you are using it in Links or Shard's epic raids, you'll be a good character regardless, because there's other people in your team doing damage too. The lack of an 80% sport pressure boost probably just means that she can't be used in guild quests, but likely you're not going to use it in guild quests because, you know, she's not really designed to be used there. Having said that though, you could potentially get use after this character due to her team party bus, right? Again, I'm kind of blocking the bottom one, but as a team booster, she's offering 30% more special damage, 20% more strong attack damage. Keep in mind, this doesn't stack with Mugetsu, and also an additional 30% to enemies that are inflicted with a status ailment. So you could get a use out of this character in Guild Quest content to buff other heart characters, not for her to really do damage. But even then, you know, if you look at the value too, she's also offering all status immunity. If she stands on a status ailment, it gives the entire team that status ailment duration for 10 seconds. Through this particular skill here, right? And then also, and likely why they didn't give her an increased status chance, because she doesn't have that, right? She doesn't. She does have weakening plus. So hypothetical, if you were to use it in Guild Quest for that support value, there's a chance she inflicts weakening plus, so you can still inflict your status on top of that, and also deal 50% more damage. There's potential with this character for the context of Guild Quest as a supporter, but even then, ultimately, the main reason why you are going to use a character like this is just for farming aspects. The lack of an 80% sport pressure boost really isn't that big of a deal. You're definitely going to be able to get a use out of her in Senkaemon content at the very least. But you're mainly here for farming content, and she's basically right now the best farmer in the game, offering all these different drops. 15 extra elixir potions, 5 more super elixir potions, 47% more droplets, while also being a really good team supporter, especially again in the context of co-op content, where again you're likely going to want to use this character. You take it into epic raids, now every hard character in your lobby is doing significantly more damage on their sword bomb and also strong attacks. But scrolling down for our first character of the banner, we have a normal attack damage character. SA2 is a team boost. All attacks except her SA2 can inflict lacerate plus, and she is an Espada killer. Oh, okay. So, let's talk about that. It's not bad. It's not bad. So what you're going to see here is that she's the normal attack damage character. Not bad by any means. The problem is you just don't need it because Kenpachi exists. Now, they do try to make it a bit more useful by, you know, being the team booster and also offering 20% more damage to any character in your team. And technically, that could buff Kenpachi. But right now, we have the Espada Killer GQ. Is this melee? It is melee. We have the Espada Killer GQ, and Kenpachi can clear in 57 seconds, 56 seconds, 50 seconds minimum. This character is really unfortunate that what they've done here, it's like, I kind of get it, because assuming you don't have Kenpachi, if you don't have Kenpachi, you're struggling in this guild quest. So I guess in that regard, more support for this guild quest phase wouldn't be a bad idea. But, you know, most people do have Kenpachi. He was able to be chosen through the 100 million download summon ticket. He'll be available in the 10th anniversary banner. You likely, if we're playing at the time, summoned on the 9th anniversary banner. So plenty of opportunities to get Kenpachi and upcoming, right? And in a way, this character is very similar to the, you know, Paris of Ririka, where I have her and I've never used her because I'm just better off buffing Kenpachi's damage output than bringing a normal attack damage character that might spend more time using strong attacks than normal attacks. So I guess in a way this character needed to exist. We hadn't received a single melee Espada killer in such a long time since Kenpachi, so I guess it was just a matter of time. But realistically, you're not really going to use this character. Now, we do know, too, during the anniversary period when Part 1 is out, there is going to be the Espada Melee GQ. Hopefully, what this does mean is that they want you to use this character in the upcoming guild quest, and that, therefore, means we aren't getting an Espada Killer for the upcoming 10th anniversary. Because Caleb do like to release characters alongside currently running guild quest phases. And with Melee Espada Guild Quest being active at the time, the assumption was that maybe it is for a new character. But potentially right now, on some good note, it looks like it's potentially for Masaki. In fact, if we have a look at Masaki's individual banner, her banner releases a day before the Melee Espada Guild Quest is set to start. So what this does mean, in some good news, is that we aren't getting a Melee Espada Killer for the anniversary. At least we shouldn't. It should be for Masaki, which we are getting right now. So with that said, let's have a look at the filler pool. Oh, okay. I kind of like that. So they don't feature all the swimsuit Bambis because they recently just returned, but it is cool at the very least to see an end of month banner featured already in a filler pool, in this case Nemu and also Isane. Would have loved if Christmas Red Suit was in this banner too, but these two characters being here do add more value. Unfortunately, can't say the same thing for the other three characters, but when it comes to new swimsuit characters, most people are pulling for the banner characters alone just based off the artwork and the design, regardless of what they offer and also the filler pool itself. All right, let's see it. Damn. We've had 3 swimsuit Yoruichis in this run of Brave Souls, and this might be the craziest Yoruichi art to date. Damn. Let's just sit on that for a minute. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's gonna give me something, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that's kind of a cute pose. I like it. Okay. I like the swimsuit design as well. It's simple, but that's what you want. Normally, Caleb, and they're kind of doing it here, to be fair. Caleb like to throw in extra clothing. Like, I would kind of sometimes just prefer a character to be in a swimsuit and not have all this extra stuff. She's kind of having the extra stuff here, but it's kind of fine. At least it's not in the artwork. And to be fair, it does make Yoruichi look a lot more stylish. And in a way, this is kind of a hint at an upcoming swimsuit Yoruichi in terms of how she's going to look in terms of, like, the coloring of the model. Because we've yet to get a 1000 logo Yoruichi, you know? So let's see the strong attacks that Yoruichi is going to have. So SA1 is going to be a group... Ooh! SA2 is like her just showing off, teasing. I'm here for it. SA3, of course, is going to be a full screen. I think she might have similar kit to my Yuri, honestly. Maybe very similar to Anniversary Byakuya's remake, his renewed version, which they are using on the team right now. So if anything, that SA2 is going to be an AoE around her, or it's going to be an AoE in front of her. It's kind of hard to make out, but again, remember, she does, have that EX move, which I haven't seen the visuals of yet. Have they even used it? So I'm curious what her spiritual pressure boost is going to get up to, because the 100% spiritual pressure boost gets it to like 300% spiritual pressure boost, you know? To be fair, I guess you could probably use Giselle in the same team, because they, in this case, Yoruichi has Drain Plus more so. And that would still allow a character like Giselle to inflict status augments. So that string, kind of cool in the final hit. It's kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's not a scarf. I know it's not a scarf, but it comes out on the normal attack string. I really like Yoruichi's hair being down like this. It looks really good. Surrounds her. So attacks forwards. Is it a beam then? Oh, is it not actually like an AoE? It's a beam forwards. That potentially could be the case. Just water effects on the SA3, okay.
Finally, a special move.
Alright. Playful Summer Shades. Damn! Nice. Okay, yeah. That first part got me. Look at those fingers. If it was weird to see BBS fingers like that, you know. We've never seen fingers move that much in a BBS special. Don't mind if I do. And then she just ends up flexing at the end. Okay, Yoruichi, the baddie that you are. I'm here for it.
And now for Lil Toto.
Who would have thought?
Toto is a hard attribute character.
Who would have thought we'd get I'm not gonna. She's showing way more than I thought she would be showing. But who would have thought we'd get a swimsuit Lil Toto? Where's my swimsuit Giselle? Huh? Huh? I do like the floaty that she's wearing, or having, equipped with her. And like the little life vest, or like little hoodie is a very, very cute touch, I would say. Oh, she sits down on it? Oh, I just realized it's a floaty. And it's literally an ice pop. That's actually kind of funny. Of course, this character's obsessed with food. Right now, visually, I think I'm a bit more impressed with Little Toto just because of like the funny stuff you can do with this character and her floaty that she has going for her. I'm liking it. And that SA3 animation of her just sitting on it is kind of funny too. Again, super funny situation. Probably the first character. No, she's probably not the first character, to be fair, to be given 2 seasonals before her first canon character. I'm sure there's a lot of older units that were also like that when the game first started. But definitely in recent years, it's the first time Little Toto has gotten, you know, a recent character's gotten 2 seasonals first and foremost, before their first canon character. Which hopefully no one complained about. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. If you're a Little Toto fan, you're getting more Little Toto. Like, you still have 2 canon characters coming out eventually, right? Her base and then also Volsta and Ditch. I do like the nat string for this character. SA1's going to be a lunge. Oh, that's good. Again, this character's strong attack hit doesn't matter all that much. In all honesty, she's designed to be used in co-op farming content. She'll be good in that content regardless, you know. SA2 is an area around her. Doesn't like it has crazy range to it, but it's okay. And then lastly, the final special. Or the second special. Oh, no way! To be fair, that in a way is almost a rehash of what they've done before. It's very similar to Swimsuit Nemu. Not like it was one-to-one the same. But Nemu also had a similar thing where she was on the beach and then they saw past swimsuit characters, Aaroniero and Rangiku playing, and then it ends with her running towards them. That's really cool though. Like, in a way, it's kind of like adding lore to these characters. But now, like, I'm salty because where's Giselle? Why is Giselle being left out? But that's just really cool too. Candice just sitting on the floor, Bambietta and also Menina playing in the ball comes over to Little Toto, and then Bambi's telling her to come in. That's cute. That's cute. That might be, unironically, my favorite swimsuit character of the banner. Oh, damn! Never mind. Oh, man, it's such a shame she's a Nad character. It's not that it's bad that she's a Nad character. It's a sin that she's a Nad character for a guild quest that, quite frankly, doesn't need it. Like, just doesn't need it. Maybe in the future, if somehow Kenpachi gets power crept and normal attack damage characters are even more value, she might have value, but damn, that swimsuit design is great. It's really good. The colors match Masaki's personality, I guess. It's cute. I think all swimsuit designs this year have been pretty good. And she has like a flower bubble machine is the thing she has going for. Is that what it's supposed to be? I do like the... Oh, that's a cute nat string. So she does have... Yeah, she's given long reach. It's not more long reach, is it? Nah, it's just a normal 20%. I guess in some good way, the stars on that she does have is decent because it does go with Kenpachi. And it doesn't conflict with Kenpachi too. So maybe you would want to use this character in the team. I don't know, probably not. Probably not. But I mean, if you have it, you could use that. But I'm like, I kind of feel like there was a sunflower thing with Masaki in Blood War. I feel like that's why they've done this. I feel like a fake fan right now. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why they've given this character like the sunflower design, and I think that's really cool. For the life of me right now, I can't remember why or what scene it was. Was it with her and Ishin when they were on a date? It might be. But she has like a sunflower bubble machine. The sunflower on her hair and then the SA3 summoning sunflowers in a way is really cool. So close to look again. Nashun looks really good here on Masaki. SA1, not like this character's strong attacks matter. But the SA1 might be just a beam forward or a small AoE in front of her. I'm leaning more so on the side of a small beam or a small AoE. SA2, never mind, is the flowers and it has a lunge forward. That's cool too, like skipping through the flower fields. Little beach at the end too, and then the SA3 is her get into a bubble. I like it. I like the visuals for this character once more as well. I think they did a pretty good job this year. And again, it's not the only characters we're getting this year. Ishin's the lucky guy. That's cool. That's sweet. That's sweet. I like that. I want to believe this is Ishin and Masaki on a date. And Ishin's the one taking the pictures. That's cool. Again, it's cool to see characters in seasonal outfits that we've never seen before. Masaki's first seasonal. I want to see more of it. I want to see more of it. And I've also now just realized, hold on, going back to the artwork real quick for Lil Toto. Again, the more I look at Lil Toto, surprisingly, she might be like one of my more favorites, just based on the design alone. Like her hoodie right now that she does have, it literally has teeth at the hood. That's really cool. But man, the artwork this year has been really, really good. Again, my favorite artwork right now probably is Yoruichi, because damn. I already talk about Yoruichi in the last couple of so years because she hasn't had a new character, but Yoruichi is my favorite female in Bleach, so I definitely will be summoning for her a couple steps because I do want to save her anniversary, and also, again, that banner that was also leaked. Little Tom, for what it is, I think she looks pretty cool. Personally, not really going to get much use out of this character because she is a farmer, and I've already maxed on my characters, but you never know when you might need to start farming again. And I think her special animation is actually really cool, incorporating past characters, and hopefully this opens the door for a swimsuit Giselle next year, and then we get the whole gang, all 5 characters in Giselle's Soul Bomb. That'd be really cool to see. And in Masaki too, her artwork was surprisingly good as well. The swimsuit design on Masaki is really good, and I like the pose. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. All right then, so to sum up the banner, I'm currently re-recording this right now because I feel like I didn't really say my thoughts all too well how I feel about this banner. So, like I already just mentioned, love the character choice. I think the character choice is actually pretty good here. It's Masaki's first seasonal. It's Yoruichi's first character in over 2 years' time. She deserved this. She really did. And I'm glad she's the limit breaker character of the banner, because it's just been so long. And Little Toto, I mean, I know she just got a seasonal character at the end of last year, but I want all Bambis to get seasonal units. More of them too. I'm being greedy, I'll be honest. So I don't dislike Little Toto's inclusion, albeit compared to last year, the banner is super random. It's 3 characters that quite frankly never interact with each other, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be. Design-wise, I think all 3 look absolutely amazing, especially goes for the artwork. I think the swimsuits, even though it's just a swimsuit, does encapsulate their personalities all quite well. Unironically, Little Toto again might be my favorite because there's so much personality in her design. And in all honesty, that is enough for someone to summon on this banner. I do think, though, especially so close to the anniversary, the banner maybe should have been better. It is just a swimsuit end of month. You know, these aren't supposed to be anniversary level units. And traditionally in the past, swimsuit characters have never been absolutely broken. And this isn't me saying the characters are bad, but right now, they aren't entirely super needed. Which again, right before the anniversary, isn't really a bad thing. Yoruichi, I think, is going to be a solid character and a nice addition to the ranged story per guild quest, which is something this guild quest does lack, just good characters in general. Right now, you pretty much only have Giselle. And if you have Giselle, you can go without Yoruichi. But if you don't have Giselle, well, Yoruichi is going to be a good second character that you can use. And that's what we are seeing quite a bit too. I mean, the new Mayuri that just came out is also similar like that. He's a good character for his guild quest phase, but not needed if you don't have him. But if you don't have Rukia, then it's a second character you can potentially get. In terms of how they designed her, really the only problem that I'm seeing at first glance is the lack of a strong attack damage increase. We've seen that in the past of a lot of characters, and in actuality, it doesn't matter that much, especially in regards to the fact that Yoruichi does have that 50% spiritual pressure boost increase on the EX move. It's a step down compared to the past characters that have gotten it, Kenpachi and Ichigo, but they are anniversary end of year units. If this potentially opens the door for end of month units, non-special units to be given a pretty good EX move, that's going to be also nice to see as well. Given the 2 other characters in this banner, I don't mind the guild quest skills for the records, but maybe they shouldn't have given her guild quest skills just to make Yoruichi stand out a lot more, because realistically to some people, this could just be a 1 character banner with Yoruichi as the star. Because the other 2 characters, Little Toto, right now is the best farmer in the entire game. You're getting a lot of value with this character. 15 Linkshot potions, more droplets, more super Linkshot potions. You're also getting really good team support for co-op content or guild quest content. For a farmer, Little Toto is definitely pushing how good they can potentially be, but at the end of the day, she is just a farmer. Depending on where you are at in the game, you might not need this character. I know I don't. And again, it's kind of a weird one, even though a lot of us end-game veteran accounts don't need farming, and even mid-game accounts don't need to farm all that much due to the achievement system. You know, there's passive ways to build up these resources without even, you know, actively farming these quests. It does give less reasons for these characters, but at the same time, these characters shouldn't go extinct. We should still be getting farmers. And in this case, Littottto just happens to be a farmer, and a pretty good one at that too, in my opinion. She does like a spiritual pressure boost. In all honesty, that's not a big deal. The quest that you want to use her in, even with this damage output, it's co-op content, it's going to be fine. You're going to clear fast regardless. For a character like this, it probably is more important to have more, you know, team abilities, drop increases than it is to have more damage output. And then lastly for Masaki, it's kind of a weird situation. Due to Kenpachi being such an amazing character in Guild Quest content, we don't need any more melee Espada killers. And that's the reason why, since Kenpachi's release, we haven't had a melee Espada killer until now. Additionally, for the longest of time, I know I wanted a character like this, Masaki, a melee Espada killer with a team boost. I wanted that for so long until Kenpachi came out. With Kenpachi existing in this game, you just do not need Masaki. Like I already said in the video, if you are currently doing the Guild Quest right now for the melee Espada phase, you already know, do you need the character? And the answer is likely no. At the same time, hypothetical, not everyone's going to have Kenpachi, and we've yet to receive a normal attack damage team booster in this Guild Quest phase, so it was just bound to happen eventually, similar to the situation surrounding Paris Arurica's release. It was a character archetype in a phase that needed it. It just had to happen eventually, even if at this point, for us, due to the amazing leads that we have, we don't entirely need it. So on paper, you know, she's like any other team booster for a guild quest. She's good. On paper, she's good. In practical use, though, due to Kenpachi, likely you won't use her. So with that in mind, combined, you have two characters that for most people aren't needed. Masaki is, you know, a knight character for a GQ that doesn't need it. Littottto is a farmer, you might not need that. So in a way, you can look at this, unfortunately, as a one character banner. If you're looking at it from a meta standpoint, if you like the characters and you're fans of the units and the designs, by all means, it's a good banner, right? And me saying this is not me saying the banner is bad. It just, you know, it's something to consider and maybe a reason why you might not want to summon right now, especially again, right before an anniversary. It's cool that the filler pool does feature Meninya, Nemu, and also Isane, especially the Christmas units, as they are recent units that came out basically 7 months ago and are already fillers right now. Definitely could have made the banner a lot better though, in my opinion, had we included Swimsuit Bambietta, Swimsuit Candice, and also Christmas Retsu. Even regarding the situation with Littottto and also Masaki, I would have said, yeah, easy 10 steps, had the other 3 fillers been included here. So overall, love the character choice, love the designs. I will be summoning, but likely only 5 to 7 steps. Now, to be fair, for me, I never go too deep on end of month swimsuit banners, especially because it's always right before an anniversary. I want to save orbs for anniversary and post-anniversary, because even though the big thing we are saving for now is the 10th anniversary, it's not going to slow down. I'm fine with getting these characters later on, but they are cool additions to the game nonetheless. So let me know in the comments below what you like to think about these characters, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.